Yo guys, we are back playing some more Trails of Cold Steel 3. So I just want to let you guys know it's been an honor playing this game, and I really do love playing this game, guys. But I'm not gonna have an episode out every single day. Like I said, I have a lot of work that I have to do, and I'm at work for almost like 16 hours a day. And this is a salaried position, guys. This is no like I get paid hourly stuff, so it's all on my time basically. But enough of that. Enough of working as crap. We're back playing Smart Trails of Cold Steel 3, so parts will become interspersingly when I have time to redo these recordings. And I got some other random videos coming out this week now that I'm just, instead of doing manual uploads, I have everything up scheduled. So hopefully we get a couple videos this week going up on the channel. So we last left off on this crossbow episode, but and I said we're gonna meet some two familiar faces, and here they are. So if it wasn't as much of an illusion that we met Vivi early on, we also have Lindy over here. So if you don't remember, Vivi and Lindy were the two sisters that were part of the gardening club in Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. You would have very little interaction with them other than a couple parts, but they were more notoriously one of the most two famous students in the school that you would see often for the game. And the one on the right is Becky. So for the most part, you remember Becky being competitive with Hugo in the shops. So she of course is a store owner. So if you don't remember who Hugo and Becky were, they were always fighting against each other, but they will always be competitive. Rin-san. So this is Becky. So if you're wondering what the last two spots were in the dormitories, this is kind of what I was kind of alluding to, is these two people. So Lindy will be our new nurse for the school, and she'll be selling healing items, and she sells a bunch of them, and they're very useful, a couple of them. And we have Becky here, and Becky will probably be the one most useless vendors in the game, since she doesn't really sell anything of worth other than a few key items. When I mean key, I mean like some books and some hairstyles, and that's pretty much it. Like everyone else will replenish their stuff. Becky, we'll see probably like a couple times. So we can fast forward this. We finished our objective. So I believe you want to make sure you come back and talk to these two, because there are some character notes updated later on in this chapter while they're still here. So you after every major part of the game, you do want to come back and go talk to people. That's the one thing I learned when I missed a bunch of character notes. Oh my god, it was like a nightmare. So we return to her and report the quest is complete. So I believe now we can go back to the Rhineford Company. Let me just double check we have everything complete other than head to the Rhineford. Yep. And that's for the girl. That's for the girl in the Thor's car. I'm just doing this to make sure I have everything, guys. I don't want to mislead people that well, I didn't say this is going to be 100% playthrough, but we're going to shoot for 100%. I'm pretty sure that was everything. Doo-doo-doo. I know you have to constantly come back to Crossbell Tower over here because there's a bunch of there's a bunch of stuff like green events happening over here that aren't for 100% for the game, but you kind of do need to come back there for a bit. And you have to come back over here because you have to go back to the Asian consulate a bunch of times for some events. But I don't think that's any of our concern right now. Okay. Right, let's head to the Rhineford Company to meet another character from another game. And it's not Alicia, if you're wondering. I can fast forward this. Here it is. As if it wasn't an illusion enough, it's Tio! So she's grown up quite a bit more.
ティオ先輩こそ。あ、それじゃあ そういうことです。知り合いだったのか。リーン教官、彼女ひょっとして。ああ、報告書で見た覚えがある。
So they're saying they know this because of that one mission they went to in Crossbell for a while back. So here we go. So this is going to be our special character for the chapter that we get to play with, Tio. So she is one of the few characters in this game that doesn't actually have an S-craft. You will see kind of shortly when we get to use her. So to make up for it, she has a pretty broken, in my opinion, S-craft. I mean, not S-craft, I mean S-art, or whatever you guys want to call it. It's that her bazooka cannon, it uses, I think, like 80 or 70 CP, but it freezes everyone and hits in a wide area. So it's very, very useful if this is your first playthrough. But since this is a multiple playthrough, pretty much anyone with an S art is pretty much better than her. But if this is your first time playing, she's very, very useful just because of that one art. And I believe her drive ability is everyone gets CP back or something, and it's very, very good. Yuna-san.
支援課よろしくお願い。こちらこそ。あ、敬語は無用に願います。私の方も鬼神のことやクラウスラスにというか。
Okay, we can a little bit skip this. This is the part where she's going to explain us to the mission. So we're going to go to the sewers and go figure out what's causing the problem in Crossbow. So this is kind of a reference to Trails of Cold Steel, the paralog, whatever chapter you want to call it. So this will give you the option to right here. It's like, hey, did I forget to do something? Well, let's go do it now. But we're just gonna go and do it because I'm pretty sure we got everything. Let's enter. But just to show it off, oh, they haven't given me her yet. So this is pretty much the kind of the same design as the original Crossbell sewers. That I believe there's another game. I believe Trails of Azure. I know someone's gonna correct me. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, guys. But this is probably the same structure, and it was kind of the same structure as it was in Trails of Cold Steel 2. I know I didn't show that chapter because there was no real point in showing it other than telling you what happened, as it doesn't have a complete like usefulness to the background. So now Tio has joined us. Okay, I'm fine with that. Well, I'll just go show her off real quick. Let those guys attack me. Oh, I did not expect her to kill that. Okay, so her Brave Order right here grants 80 CP. Very, very, very useful, but we'll show you off her craft real quick. This is what I'm talking about. This has 80. See right there, it's very, very OP, and it causes freeze too. So she's very, very good if this is your first time using her or playing the game. I should say, my bad. So I'll just show off her stuff, and that's her field super attack. That's her regular attack, like the usual orbaments from Elliot and whatchamacallit, Emma from the first game. But she also gets the minigun, boom, boom, boom. So, pretty self-explanatory as to what she does. But for my point, there's no real reason to use her, and there's no real point in training her, as once again you lose pretty much all your characters anyways, the side characters. I'm not gonna waste my time EXP leveling up my guys here, because like I said before, guys, I'll show you the better spot later on in this chapter to EX grind. EXP grind. Blah. My tongue is going all over the place right now. So let's see if I remember how to do this dungeon. 100%. Dun, dun. So as much as you think that enemies right there is useful, it is. If you're gonna EXP train, you want to EXP train against multiple ones of those. But there's a better place to find more than one of these later on. So for the most part, EXP training, you want to do double battles because it increases the total amount of XP gained. I'm gonna fast forward that. And I'm gonna want to go this way. So you notice, I haven't really said this, but most of the stuff in this game, I should say, how do I want to put it? The treasure chests in this game, they're broken into two levels, gray and a red. For the most part, red is usually better than gray, and that's supposed to be an like kind of a allusion to the original game where the red treasure chests were the really good chests, but you have to fight a really hard fight to unlock the chest. That's kind of what it is to this game, but everything's unlocked, so it's not like you have to do treasure chest fights in this game, and I kind of do miss that. Oh, we didn't even recover all this CP. Good enough. Once again, all that conversation isn't very useful to what's at hand. It's just like, hey, we're just doing all this shit. Oh, run around you, because you are not fun to fight. And Reen's not max CP yet. God, Emblem is so broken in this game. Instant recovery. And that is area 1. Alright, let me double check 100% of that. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Yep, that is 100%. Which way do I go? Oopsies. Up this way. I wasn't paying attention right there for a second. I was like, which way do I go? Oh, I didn't even see that down there. I don't know why I'm breaking boxes. The boxes are useless at this point. I already have maxed out everything. Yoisho. Yoisho. Oh, they didn't do Altena's line. I like that one better. Altena and Yuna's lines are always the best in here. So if you like ducks, wow, you're gonna love this game because there's a lot of duck running in this game. For no reason other than to make awesome dungeon designs. Knock you out just so I don't have to deal with you. Oh, god damn it! He got back up on the wrong side too. But right there I got a brave item, so that increases my brave points by I believe like 2 or 3. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the shitty version of it, so it must be on like 3, not like the goddamn OP5. Okay, so if you're wondering, these are the EOs. These are very good for SP training in here, but I mean EXP training. My bad. But there's no real reason to do that since we're just gonna run away from this. And she said notices there's something weird, so she's gonna scan the area. So she says she can't find anything, but it's a little bit further down though. So we're gonna head down there. So we're gonna head this way first. So basically, she said, "I hope no one sees it." Then Kurt's like, "Don't worry, it's not that big. No one's gonna see it." And she's like, "Wow, that really pisses me off that you said that now." Okay. So you want to go left first, as it allows you to open up that whatchamacallit, that elevator lift. Now we can go right. Ah. And of course, you should know what that reference is. Why I can't believe we have to have another duct here. Why does it have to be like that? Someone's gonna see up my skirt. So typical. So we want to go this way, and this allows us to grab this treasure chest over here. So if you don't know what I mean by linking enemies, you want to do that so they link together, so it becomes a double battle. So it's gonna be one fight after another, and it increases all your rewards. So typically you want to chain enemies like that. I don't know why I'm holding the speed up button when you can't do that in here. I mean, not the speed up button, the sprint button. This is not Trails of Cold Steel 1 Kai, is it? Ha 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 ha. Speaking of which, Trails of Cold Steel 2 Kai should be out, I think next week or this week coming. I think it's the 26th. Oh damn, it's already coming out. Oh, so I might do some videos. I'm definitely gonna do some videos on that. And so that means while I'm doing that, this Let's Play will be probably put on hold. Do a couple videos on that. Why not? Dun dun dun. So you want this treasure chest right here. So that's what the platform brought up right there. So once again, you're gonna need every single treasure chest. I failed a couple of times to do that. So right here is the best place to do your training right here, since you have 3 of these guys linked together. But we're not gonna do that right here. So we're just gonna fight the boss, and we're gonna fight the boss and meet 2 familiar faces. And obviously, symbol of every boss fight, there's one of those right in front of a fucking obvious door. So once again, this looks like the same terminal room we had during that one episode in Trails of Cold Steel 2. But we have to fight a Divine Knight, so this one actually is really tough. It's your first time, so that's why I say you want to EXP train against those things, because this one is very, very tough if you're not prepared for it. But obviously we're prepared for it because we have broken shit. Sledgehammer. And the typical route I usually use, Yuna, break them. Oh, then obviously we won this fight already. So just to build up brave points again, why don't we just do that? Obviously you couldn't do that if it was your first playthrough, but once we get to an enemy strong enough, I'll show you, once again I'll show you the real way of doing it. Is pretty much use Sledgehammer with Yuna, break them, then use Kurt's Brave Order to allow you to basically keep attacking the boss over and over and over. And hopefully one of your characters will have a speed delay in order to allow the boss, basically allow your other characters that just use their S-crafts to be able to attack again. So they're referencing to, like, are you going to use that Reen? Your ogre form? Or are you going to summon Valimar? So if you don't remember that sound of an arrow, well, obviously who's going to come right here and was pretty much teased. So, if you don't remember, Sharon Kruger and Alicia Reinford.
清にまだ出現しそうな気配は。
完全になくなりました。もう一安心かと。
Oh, then we finally have a reunion with Alicia.
なんていうか、やっぱりマキアスとグルになって狙っていただろう。
気の利いた挨拶をちゃんと考えてたんだけど、いざ会ってみたら全部吹き飛んじゃったっていうか。
そうか。久しぶりだ。直接会うのは1年以上ぶりか。綺麗になったな。正直見違えたくらいだ。
あなたの方こそ。でも一目で声を聞いただけで分かった。あなたが私たちの大切な人だって。久しぶり、リーン。それから卒業おめでとう。
ああ、ありがとう、アリサ。
なんて空気。
その彼女も
旧7組ですが、さすがに予想外です。話は聞いてましたけど、ちょっとラブラブすぎません？重い焦がれた日々の長さゆえでしょう。熱いベーゼの一つくらいはご容赦くださいませ。しないから。
Okay, so I'm gonna summarize that whole thing. So obviously, it's been a long time since they've seen each other. Reen says, "Oh, you look so nice. You look so beautiful. I couldn't recognize you." Alicia said, "Oh, I haven't seen you for a long time. But you were all by yourself. Blah 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 blah. Congratulations on graduating." They were like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend, Reen Kyokan?" He's like, "Oh no." Then Sharon's like, "Why don't you guys just kiss already?" So that's pretty much the gist of that conversation. Then Yuna looks jealous. So let's move on. I'm sorry if I sound so distasteful for it. I'm just like, I'm not a huge fan of Reen X Alicia. I'm not. I know it's pretty much canon at this point for that to be there, but I just don't care for it. So Reinford Company has given us supplies, and Randy and Tio finally get to get back together for one last high five. So, there's no real point in seeing this. They're just summarizing the reports of all of the the crystal beasts in this area, and they're trying to explore what's happening with some of the phenomenon. So we're gonna now just try and go and see if there's been reports for crystal beasts in the area. So we're gonna go out and go look for them right now, and we get Sharon in the process of it as well too. So let's use Sharon. So we get that. I think that's a pretty good summary. They were talking about the crystal beast, what's going on in the area. We have to go find out, and we're also going to talk about the Red Moon books. But while we are here, oh, she's not in here right now. Excuse me while I go take a shower then. So we do that to 100% CP Yuna. Okay, where is she? Oh, she's right there. And we're gonna turn in the Mishi doll to her. So there we go. There's the Mishi doll, and we completed her request. So let me double check. Done. Everything's done. All right, sweet. And we can't travel back to Crossbow because we're out. We now got our first fast travel and movement everything in this area, which is the bike. And you can actually customize the bike, which I'll show you. Oh, Mabi. So I didn't know that you can customize the bike. Let me see if you can do it early on. So right there, Yuna and Kurt's fighting to see who should be able to drive it. So there we go. So with this we can customize who's on the bike and not. So you can do it like this. Oh. Oh, I can't do that like that. Okay, I guess. So I was trying to do this where you can put Altino on the back of Laguna, but you can't do that. So we're just gonna have Sharon right there. Let's go. So you can kind of customize who's on which bike for the end, some later on in the game. It's only just for fun, stupid appearances. So we're gonna head to the beach over here. So right here, that conversation is them learning about Sharon as an Ouroboros member. So she's number 11 or I wanted to say 8 for a second, but I think she's number 11. The Severing Chains. So technically, you could fight these dudes over here, these big monkeys for XP, as it's whoops. As it's a bigger enemy. Shit. How do we call the vehicles now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm forgetting how to call the vehicles back. Okay, let me figure this out. Oh, here we go. There we go. I remember I was trying to figure out, but I was like, how do you call the vehicle again? Oh yeah, it was part of the Arceus. So you have to use your Arceus to call it to you. So we're not gonna ignore that monkey as much as possible, as we do not want to fight it. And also, should be known, these green monkeys over here are very, very annoying. They cause, I believe, confusion. So if you're gonna fight them, they're very, very bad to fight because they do cause confusion. So do not want that at all. So that area right over there is gonna be used later on. I don't think I actually need to get back on this. I don't know why I did, because that's cut off. Can't go that way. Gonna go down, and we're gonna use down here. So this is where I was talking about using to train. So, and they said this is where the area was spotted with the monster. So this is this nice little beach area. We are going to farm these. So there we go. Let's get 2 of them together. And I'll just show you how much XP you get for doing a double battle with these things. So typically you want as many fishes as possible in these. So this one is a really bad one because I didn't get too many fishes in the second one. So that's pretty much the best way to get XP, is just to farm over here with the 2000s. It may not look like it, but yeah, it is the best place to EXP grind in this area. There's nothing as efficient as what I showed you guys in chapter 1, because that was pretty much the most efficient thing you could get XP grinding wise. Other than what we're going to do in the final chapter of the game, which I'll show you how to XP grind in that one. That is probably the most efficient XP grind in this whole game, is that last chapter. I didn't even check if my guys were max CP right there. I just assumed they were. That would have been bad if it wasn't. But in order to just progress the video along, we're not going to XP grind too much, but we are going to wait till my characters get max CP again. Because we're right there. And before I forget, there's an item I need to pick up here before we leave the area. And that's so that Kurt get max CP right here. So you notice this red flower? This red flower is going to come back multiple times in this game. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking she said she knows this, and there's an incident that was caused by this flower when it started popping up. But yeah, it's a spiritual flower that pretty much is connected to these crystal beasts. So this fight is also very tough to be aware of. So just FYI, we're just gonna smash this through. Whoops. So that's a break, and I'm gonna show you what to do with this break. So we're gonna activate that, and we're just gonna go. So pretty much just that. It basically allows the boss to never have a turn, and we can just consistently, infinitely loop it. As you can see, that boss literally gave us 3,000 XP. It was only 1,000 more than farming the fishes, so it's not gonna be too much of a problem. So we're just gonna pass through that, and we're gonna pick the flower because this is what the problem's been causing this area. But we're gonna see. You know what? I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter, guys. I'm in quite busy this weekend, so hopefully I'll put up some more longer videos for you guys later on this week. But yeah, it's spring. It's cool to off, and I'm playing a lot of Fortnite for some odd reason. But until